Hey everyone, I'm Annie G and welcome to my channel where the scents are sweet and the takes are spicy. And I need to get something off my chest. I am so bored with fragrance content. I am so bored. I am so sick of watching top 10 X perfumes, top 10 summer perfumes, and it's just new release after new release after new release, or the same 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that have been recommended every year for the last 10 years. It's either nonstop, basically PR sponsored posts, or it's just the same perfumes we've been talking about. I am missing so much the discovery aspect and being shown and exposed to new fragrances that I loved when I first started watching fragrance content years ago. That used to be the best part of fragrance content, was discovering new things that you've never heard of, brands you've never heard of, scents you've never heard of. And now it's just become regurgitation of the same 10 popular perfumes over and over, or just the newest release that's been hyped and sent to people in PR to talk about. And I'm like, where's the discovery? Where's the self-expression? What perfumes do you like? And I think this is an issue just with influencers and where influencer social media culture is going in general, is like everyone's becoming a carbon copy of each other. There is no individuality. And so for an art form like perfumery that is quite literally about self-expression, to just become the same like 10 viral perfumes over and over and over. And even like with dupe culture, we're all duping the same 10 scent profiles. There's the Delinas, there's the Guidances, there's the Imaginations, there's the Vibratos, you know what I mean? There's no, or at least in mainstream fragrance content and fragrance talk, I guess you would call it, or fragrance YouTube, there's no going outside that box because it doesn't sell. And that's really sad. So let's talk about why everything feels the same. The algorithm is always ruling against us because if you click on one product, you're gonna just get fed content on any platform pretty much, content related to that product. So that's working against us. 2 is everyone's just talking about the same 10 perfumes over and over and over because all of these fragrance creators are getting sent the same ones in PR for a recent release. They get it sent to them, and so they make content around it, and then everyone's doing that, and then now we're just all talking about the same perfumes over and over. No one's, or at least in mainstream, the big creators, no one's going outside of the box as far as the kinds of videos we're doing. It's best for summer, best for this, top for this, all-time this. It's like, okay, great, but where is the variety of, oh, here's perfumes that remind me of this feeling, or here's the weirdest notes I've ever smelled. Here's the most bizarre perfumes I've ever smelled. And like, yeah, that's not commercial. Not everyone wants to hear that and wants that, but as someone who loves fragrance, that is the content I want, because I want to know what weird shit is out there that I've never smelled before. You know what I mean? Because that's what makes perfume fun. One of my favorite perfume videos of all time was by a creator who isn't a perfume creator. Her name is Goth Mother, and she just commentary on goth subculture and just different things about life and consumerism, and she just talks about whatever she wants. But she did my favorite fragrances. My mind was blown. I was like, I have never heard of these. They sound so cool. They sound so interesting. They all had kind of, her goth flavor. And I was like, this is what is missing. Individuality, not just another top 10 list of Ex Nihilo, Perfumes de Marly, Amouage. It's like there's so many brands in the world. There's so many independent perfumeries, artisan perfumers that are making incredible things. And that is what fragrance content should be about, discovery. Now, I do see that there is a need for reviews of major releases because as a consumer, I want to make an educated opinion and an educated purchase if I'm going to be spending that kind of money. So I think where all of this came from originally was just a need and a desire for reviews. Tell us how it is. Tell us what it smells like. Do you like it? And then as a consumer, I can then make the choice to then purchase that or not. However, over time, I think the last 5 years, I'd say, it's gotten so twisted and it's just lost the core purpose of reviews is to inform your audience so that they can make informed purchase, that now it is just like, oh my God, this is so good. Oh my God, this is so delicious. Oh my God, it smells like a fairy. And it's like, okay, every fragrance can't be the best ever. There's no thoughtful, it smells like this, it lasts like this, it for those major releases. So then it just feels like you're just being pushed the same fragrances over and over. Zuzu recently from House of Beau was the most clear example to me, where I was like, does anyone actually like this perfume? But why is everyone freaking out about, oh my gosh, it smells so ethereal and so pretty, and like, oh my God, this is like pretty girl vibes, and now no one's talking about it. And in fact, it does just smell like Delina and Empatia. So that whole Zuzu craze earlier this year, it was in everybody's top for spring list. And then I haven't heard anyone talk about it since, because it's just a very average rose fragrance. And so now I'm like, I can't even trust reviews. I can't even trust reviews, because is this like your favorite rose for spring? Or is it your just favorite rose for spring because you just got it sent to you? The part about this that makes it so boring and is such a bummer for me is that it's making fragrance feel smaller than it is. It's making fragrance feel like there's just 20 perfume houses and that's it. When in fact, there's hundreds, thousands of tiny little brands doing very interesting art, very interesting fragrances that get zero attention because we're just talking about Kayali over and over and over again. At its core, that's what I want fragrance content to be. I want fragrance content to be like, hey, you can't find this in a department store. And that's tough, but it is incredibly emotional. It made me feel this. It expresses this feeling for me. It expressed this vibe for me. It makes me feel this way. It's so interesting, and I've never smelled anything like it. To me, as a fragrance collector and, you know, a part of the FragCom, like that's what I want. And so now I'm not getting that from big influencers and the original creators that I got started with fragrance on. One, because they're not really posting on YouTube anymore. They're all on TikTok because they can make way more money over there. So that sucks. Most specifically talking about Demi, that really bummed me out because she was my girl. And she did a really good job of, you know, talking about maybe more under the radar, but it was all niche and luxury, so it was a little unrelatable. It's gotten to the point with some of my favorite creators where there's a category list video they're doing. I know exactly the fragrances that they're gonna recommend. I won't name names because the point of this is not to shade creators, because get your bag, and that's just the way the industry is. But she's not like a huge fragrance creator, but she has 40, 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. And she did a clean musky fragrance video. And I turned to my husband and I was like, she's gonna say Musqué, she's gonna say Blanche, she's gonna say Molecule 1 Plus Iris, and she's gonna say Love-O-Matic. Boom, 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 boom. And then 3 others that were newer. And I was like, we get it. We get it. Blanche is a clean musk. I get it. Musqué by Ella K is a good musk. Are there any other musk fragrances out there? This is top of mind because I just did a musk fragrances, but you've been making content for 4 years and you just keep talking about the same perfumes over and over. Where's the expansion? Where's the discovery? Where's the hunt for the next new brand that no one's heard of? And so that's a lot of why I started my channel, because I was like, I'm sick of hearing about the same 10 perfumes. And I love sampling. I have so many samples. Like, it's embarrassing how many I have. But I love trying random ass, weird perfumes that I've never heard of. I'll pay that money because for me, I am just always on the hunt for something different, something unique, something with a point of view that I relate to. And so part of this channel for me was bringing that to other people. And in return, in the comments, other people recommending things that I've never heard of. And that has been the most amazing part. So if you have been watching and commenting and, you know, you're one of the people that comments every week, no matter what video I do, I see you. And it means a lot to me because that is what makes it fun. I don't care about Kayali's latest drop because it's gonna be a sweet gourmand or a skin scent. Will I smell it? Yeah, because I'm curious. Okay? And I'm not trying to sound like I'm better than anyone else. And I have my fair share of recommending, you know, new releases and things like that. But I feel like It's just different when it's just repeated over and over. So let me know, are you bored with fragrance content? Maybe it's because I've been doing this for a while and collecting for a while. So I've tried a lot of brands, I've smelled a lot of things, and maybe I just, not that I know more than the average person. I don't mean it that way. I just mean I've done all the major niche, all the major luxury, all the popular ones. I've done it because I've been in this hobby for a long time. So maybe for me it's boring, but someone new to fragrance is still finding that interesting and exciting. Am I just getting old and jaded? Let me know below. How do you feel? How do you feel? And what kind of content do you actually like watching? That is something I'm very curious about, because I'm like, what do people want to see? Because my hot takes videos perform the best. And that's, you know, no surprise. Everyone loves a hot take. But it is kind of random what my just regular lineup type videos, which ones do well. What kind of perfume content do you like to see? I know that I have done my best of lists and da-da-da-da. That's just what making fragrance content is. Kind of like I said, there's not a whole lot of formats, not a whole lot of ideas. And I struggle with coming up with the idea for the format too. So I get it. For these content creators, it's hard to reinvent the wheel, but I at least try to bring new, not really talked about scents to the table so that we can engage in maybe a different conversation. That's why I feature a lot of things I've sampled, because I have a lot of samples and not a lot of full bottles, because for me, this hobby is about discovery and expansion and expanding your mind and trying new things and different points of view and, you know, learning about perfumers and different perfume houses and their point of view. So I have way, way, way more samples than I do full bottles. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this topic. Do you think I'm being jaded? Do you think I'm being hypocritical? I do try to make my content something different. And I need to recommend two smaller creators. Well, not smaller, but two that I love. A bit of a larger content creator, but that's Chris from Perfume Nest. She talks about the classics, she talks about new things, she talks about scents from popular lines, but maybe not a popular scent. I still really love her content and get a lot of value from it. And then the Perfume Journal as well, Danielle, the Perfume Journal, smaller creator as well, but features just such a nice range of different perfumes and different houses and perfumes that I've never heard of. So thank you, Danielle. Those are a few where I'm like, yay. Every time they drop a video, I'm like, yay, it's gonna be something different. It's gonna be something new and not the same 10 perfumes. So anywho, thanks for listening to me ramble. Let me know your thoughts down below, and like this video, subscribe, all that good stuff. It means a lot to me, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.